welcome back. We're gonna do something fun today. I was doing a private lesson a couple of weeks ago with a lovely lady named Rita. She did beautiful work, and we did some swipe and scoops. And I forgot how much I actually like them. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's paint. All right, so I am going to use a white base for this one, white paint, and then I have my leftover colors still. So I have predominantly the gold and the turquoise, and then I have a couple other blues and a tiny bit of pearl blue, but I don't know how it's going to show up on the white. But I am going to swipe with black on this one. So we're going to start with the base, and I'm going to, this is a 24 by 24 inch canvas. And I'm gonna save a little bit for my outer corners and just kind of spread this out. Spreading on out. Oops. And then I wanna get it kind of close to the edges because when you scoop back in, you want to have enough room to do so. Okay, so that is the first part. Completed. I'm done. Okay, so I think my first one I'm gonna layer. I'm gonna go closer to the center a little bit. So I'm gonna layer my blue, my pearl blue right on top of that. Then I think my gold, my turquoise green. And this one is just gonna have like swipes in all kinds of places. And I do think I will swipe with the big palette knife. All right, here we go. I'm just going for this one because this one is always so much fun. And it doesn't really matter as much where your swipes go because they're gonna get a little bit wrecked anyway. Oh, and this always happens to me. It's so pretty that I don't want to wreck it, but it's like, if you ever get to be like too judgmental and too like controlling over your art process, I personally don't like that. The reason that I started painting was to get away from my A-type personality. This is a great one because you really got to let loose on this one. All right, so next layering. I really like that blue, but I want the blue to be a little bit more predominant. So I think I'm going to start with the teal, with the turquoise green in this one. Then my gold, phthalo blue. Then my pearl blue. I'm trying to do the pearl blue on top of a darker color. There we go. Okay, let's see how that one goes. I might even cross down over it. And should I do this one with the small? No, I'm gonna stay big on this one. Stay in big, because even if I swipe over some of the base coat, it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. You can put me on repeat if you need it. Everything is going to be okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start here, big swipe up here. Maybe I won't go off, just cross them quite yet. Ah! My toes, my toe. It didn't get on there. I didn't get it on there though. Okay, almost though, almost. This is why my apron has so much stuff on it. Now I am gonna come in with the small one and just dip it in here. And even if it's a little bit of just the white, I'm gonna cross through that right there. See, I got a little bit of the turquoise in there. I'm not even super worried about like where this started. I can just do a tiny little swipe through there. I think I'm gonna do one more little continuation down here of the blue, just the blue, the gold, tiny little strip of the pearl blue, and the turquoise. And now I'm gonna swipe that one with the small knife. Here we go. Gonna come up through there a little bit. All right. I'm very happy with this. Now comes the fun part. I did this last time. I think I'm gonna do it with the palette knife. So what we're gonna do is scoop this pretty design over itself. I'm like wrecking it, basically. Okay, here we go. Top corner. Okay. I did it. It's done. Ooh, and then I got these little like drips along here. Okay, this one I'm gonna come in this way. All right, all right. It just creates these really cool designs that you just wouldn't be able to get just regular swiping. And then the last one. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. Okay, and then this last little part, I'm going to do kind of like Jess WinterStrom does and just kind of pull this out a little bit into that middle. Oh, I got a drip. Doesn't matter. I mean, kind of matters a little bit. I think I'm gonna, just kidding. I was just kidding. I think I'm going to swirl that through and then just pull this one out a little bit through there and then pull that out a little bit through there. So like a scoop and drag, I think she calls them, and a swipe and scoop all combined. I think this is going to be very, very cool. I'm happy. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm going to get it down in these areas that I scooped along the sides, just so that the paint runs off well. Oh no, do I have enough for this area? All right. Off this edge first. Bring it back over to that edge. This edge, oh, it's got really, really pretty designs. And then off that final corner. Oh, this is so pretty. I just see a couple of areas that I might do something with. Oh, I have paint everywhere. I have a couple areas I might do something with. I think I'm gonna do it with my knife. That is so pretty right in there, but this one little area. Just gonna drag that blue on down. Drag that on down. Love this right here. And I've actually got some transparent, when it's scooped over itself, you can see some of the lines from down below as well. Oh, this is so pretty. Yes. I do feel like it's a little bit lopsided, like there's a lot of color here and not as much color there. There's like 2 super bright spots and then not a bright spot over here. But I wonder if I just take my palette knife just a tiny bit and just kind of right on along that area, and then maybe one other area up there. And I feel like that may fix that section. I want more paint on there. Have that drip down the side. I don't know how that did. I do like it better. I feel like it's balanced a little bit more now. I don't really want to touch this area down here. I could also have this be faced a different way. And I do feel like I want that. Okay, I'm gonna stop fiddling because this is supposed to be about not controlling everything in the painting. I'm gonna leave it be. I'll show you. Super fun. Oh, so much fun. Take a look at this. This is where I swiped that black over just the white and it caught that tiny little part of turquoise. And that is so, it's like 3D. It's so pretty. Got those that little eyeball right there, that little cat's eye. Got that beautiful bright section. Those sections up there. Love this right here. And here, this is what I was talking about. You see, it's got like transparent or translucent. It's got the colors that were swiped underneath over top of this swipe too. Super fun. All right, I'll show you how it dries. Oh goodness, this one was fun to make. I love the motion that you get from kind of swiping the colors back in. It's really freeing to do this. It's a little bit scary, actually, honestly, too, because once I swipe, I always love it and I'm afraid to wreck it, but the outcome is great. I love the dark blue that I added up here. I have this gold veining through here. Let me see if I can, yeah, you can see it, but I do wish I had a little bit more gold up there. So I may play around maybe and like paint some gold in. I may leave it. This is one I'm going to let sit for a little while and decide what I want to do. I've also flipped the composition this way to have the heavier colors down at the bottom. But I will take you in for some beautiful close-ups. Look at that gold lacing through there. Oh my goodness, so pretty. I love all the details. I love that little strip of turquoise and gold right there. And then that gold veining that's through the center. So I do feel like I'm missing it a little bit up here. But I don't know, I'm going to sit on this one for a while. But super duper fun. If you are looking, if you have been like too controlling over your art, give this technique a try. I think that you will really like it. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Happy painting. Bye.